Good evening, everybody. This is Tonetta. Like almost 10 hours late though with tea time with Tonetta. I'm actually going to be answering some questions of the days from the group that I'm in called Live Masters. So I'll be answering 3 of those in about 2 or 3 minutes. But I just want to let you know that I did post a post this morning. I did have to do my video late this evening because I had my goddaughter over and we were going to the zoo and did all these things today and yesterday, and I was like, I know she's not going to get up early in the morning for me to get her ready to I guess to leave and get all this stuff done. So we had to get up and of course got her ready and all that kind of stuff. By the time we left, it was almost like 11:30. So therefore I was not able to get the video done because I had to do mommy duties this morning. So as far as getting her dressed and fixing breakfast and all that kind of stuff. So when I'm here by myself, I don't really have to, I mean, of course I get dressed early in the morning, but as far as me making breakfast at 10 or 9, I don't even do that. I'll just do it after my video on Sundays. But I had to do it this morning because she was starving. So, hey, Sharitha. Hey, sis. Thanks for tuning in today or this evening for my video. And I'm actually going to be answering three questions of the days from Live Masters. And let me go ahead and answer my first one. It was, how serious do I take my health? And these are questions from the last week, I believe, in there. I take my health very seriously. I actually always have. I don't know. I'm pretty sure my doctors at times may say I'm a hypochondriac, probably with stuff that I'm like, is something going on or something? Because I'm one of the people that, of course, once I guess if I feel that something's going on with me or am I feeling well or something's happening, I'm having symptoms of something, I'm going to research and try to figure out what's going on, diagnose myself. I've always done that, which may not be a good thing, which I've actually mostly been right, actually, a whole lot of times, actually. But as far as me diagnosing myself and researching things and trying to figure out what's going on and why I feel this way and that kind of thing, I haven't done that lately because I haven't really been sick at all or anything. But thankfully, I can say that. But in the past, yes, with these sinuses and other stuff going on and bronchitis because of cigarette smoke I was around and stuff like that, yes, I did diagnose myself many a times back in the day. And like I said, majority of the times I was right. Some of the times I wasn't, which is okay, but I have always taken my health seriously. I'm 42 years old right now, and I have, of course, seen a lot of, including my mom. She passed away of cervical cancer, of course, back in the day when I was young. She was, of course, wasn't taking care of her health, and I used to ask her different questions about what was going on, trying to figure out I guess this was even before she was diagnosed with cancer, actually. I was probably a teenager, I don't know, but just trying to find out what's going on with her body, what's going on, has she seen the doctor? And she kept telling me, no, she hadn't been to the doctor and all those kind of things. And I've seen many others, of course, growing up, men and women, I guess family and non-family who weren't, of course, taking care of their health and had no idea what was going on with their health and hadn't been to the doctor in years and hadn't had a physical in years. But they're coughing and having all these symptoms going on. And like I said, I used to always ask that, whether you've been to the doctor, what's going on. Are you okay? And most of the times, I'm fine. I'll just take some cough syrup, or I'll just take some, I don't know what, I guess what back in the day was called salve and different things that they took, or I guess like what my great-grandmother told me, I guess like the home remedies and stuff like that, just to try to make themselves feel better. And of course, like I said, going through all that as a young child and knowing that there was a lot of folks around me that I knew in the neighborhood, family, friends, that were not taking care of their health. And me seeing them years later, of course, dying because of strokes and cancer and all COPD, all kind of things, emphysema, different things going on when they've neglected their health. Like I said, that put me in the mindset of I have to make sure I take care of myself and make sure that I know what's going on with my body and making sure that I stay up with my yearly physicals. What is it called? When they draw the blood, because I just had that Saturday, like your yearly blood test and all those kind of things, just to make sure that I'm staying up with that. Of course, once I got old enough, of course, to have pap smears and that kind of thing as well, I made sure that I stayed up with my, I guess, female health as well, making sure. I'm 42 years old now, so last year I had my first mammogram. Actually, maybe, hold on, it was the year before last. I'm trying to see. No, it was the year before last, and I turned 40, actually. I had my first mammogram, so, and I kept hearing everybody, oh, this is going to hurt, this is just bad, and it didn't hurt me at all. I'm just like, okay, I'm just there waiting for the test and trying to get things done. So I'm just like, okay, what is it going to hurt to find out? I don't care if they squash my breast to death and it won't pop out, but I mean, I'm just making a reference, but just to make sure that I know what's going on with my breast health, my body health, make sure I don't have any lumps or anything like that. I mean, I do have to, of course, check my own breasts and stuff like that as well, but sometimes I don't do that. So, of course, the mammogram, of course, does come in handy for me and a lot of other women just to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. Whether you do the monthly breast self-checks or not, the mammogram yearly, at least you'll be able to catch it if you do have something along those lines, or if there are fibroids, if there's actually cancer or that kind of thing. Like I said, I've always been one that I have always made sure that I guess, like I say, had those checks and different things done. And some of you may know, well, actually, I don't think any of you all on this video may know me from the past, but I'm actually, like I said, I'm 5'2". I used to be 198 pounds. I was a size 18, 20, and like the, I guess, big girl clothes or whatever you want to call it, plus size clothing. This was maybe about, 2016 maybe. I think I did a video about my health and my weight loss and stuff like that last year. But I started, I guess at that time, of course, I started researching more as far as what is going into my body, as far as the foods that I'm eating, what's on all these ingredients on the back of these cookies or the back of this, I don't know, these chips or that kind of thing, on the back of this, like the homemade stuffing or like any, I guess like the box foods, canned goods, any of those kind of foods that I was eating. I was trying to find out what, of course, all these ingredients were. And, of course, I started researching a whole lot of things up during the night, researching all these labels and all this stuff that was on there. And, of course, like I said, I'm a researcher. I love trying to find out what's going on and what I'm putting into my body. So, of course, at that time, that was a few years ago, maybe, like I said, 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. I don't think it was 4 years ago. It was 3 years ago because I went down to Houston when I first started my 2016 December when I first started my first fast, actually. So that was 2016. I was going to Houston that day or that month. I get for Christmas. But like I said, as far as me researching my health back then, that's actually when I officially started a fast when I got back from Houston, actually. I guess like that following week, it was New Year's Eve, I believe, when I first started that fast. And it wasn't that I was trying to lose weight or anything. It was more of that I was trying to become healthier. Because I know, like I said, with reading all those labels, all the stuff, most of the stuff that I looked up and saw actually was I loved Oreos. I haven't ate Oreos a lot lately, but I have had maybe like those are single little 2-pack things that have like 2 cookies in them. I know I had one this month. I know. I mean, but other than that, I don't usually buy much snacks at all. Nowadays, I guess I can tell you that actually ever since I started this fast, I haven't really bought many snacks or that kind of thing at all. And before that, I wasn't really a snacker at all, but it's just that I wasn't putting the healthier foods into my body. I was eating more of the processed things and stuff like that. And like I said, with me trying to figure out what was going into my body after seeing people dying of cancer, seeing people dying, getting on dialysis and having diabetes and having all these illnesses, because I was starting to have different illnesses as well. So I'm trying to find out whether I can cure myself and what the hell was going on. So, of course, I was, like I said, up researching different things. And some of the stuff is, because I mentioned Oreos. And you wouldn't believe it, actually. Some of those ingredients, actually a lot of those ingredients on the back of that package, and I'm sure other cookie packages as well. Well, I forgot I have 2 other questions on here, too. But I'll go ahead and try to end this really quickly with the, do I take my health seriously? But a lot of those ingredients on the back of those packages have a lot of cancer-causing agents. And a lot of things I looked up as far as diabetes, high blood pressure, all those kind of illnesses that we can reverse and can get rid of, I guess I put it that way, and that is caused by food. A lot of those ingredients were actually in those cookies, and there are a lot of stuff that we eat. Not just cookies, but anything that's processed, pre-made. A lot of those ingredients, of course, are not good for us. I know that already. I've been, like I said, I have researched a lot of that stuff, and I do tell people that sometimes, but of course we have a lot of folks who like to snack and that kind of thing, and they don't really care about what's in it. They just want to taste it and eat it, that kind of thing. So, but like I said, for me, I have to make sure that I know what I'm putting into my body. The same thing goes with what I'm putting onto my body. And some of you may not know, but I actually make my own deodorant now. I've been making my own deodorant. Actually, it started back in early 2017, actually, when I started researching, I guess, like the lotions and deodorants and different things that I actually put on my body. I guess I put it that way as well. And, of course, a lot of the deodorants and that kind of thing, I was using Degree and whatever else, Arid, all those kind of deodorants. And a lot of those ingredients, of course, cause cancer that's in those deodorants. And you see, they have I'll end it with this because I know I have 2 other questions to answer too. But as far as all the things that we put in our bodies and on our bodies, just keep in mind, who is it? The FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. Not just them, but I forgot the other companies, so I can't think of them right now. But there is a lot of other well, not a lot, but a few other people who do different researches, I guess, like different foods and different things that we eat, and they come up, of course, like with the outcomes, like how these medicines or how this food or how these deodorants treat our, I guess, go into our bodies and what happens to our bodies after we ingest these things and put these things on our bodies and swallow these things. Like I said, they do a lot of studies on that, and I know there should be some like in like the medical journals and stuff like that, because I actually used to read the medical journals. I actually wanted to be a surgeon, so I did start I started the pre-med program at St. Louis University back when I got out of high school to go into college actually. Like I said, that's why I've always been interested in medicine and how things affect our bodies and making sure that I keep up with my health as well. That was one of the reasons why, I guess I put it that way as well. But like I said, there's a lot of studies that's done on a lot of things that we ingest and a lot of things that we put into our bodies that you probably would never actually read. It's free information. But like I said, there's a lot of things they should have a lot of that stuff online now, which I did used to read up from my cell phone online and that kind of thing. But I know they do have it now, that you can read those kind of studies and what happens, and they also test some of these things on like different animals and to see how these things will affect us. I guess possibly affect us by the way that it affects the animals. Like I said, some people will look at that. I have looked at them. I have read them, and I know what things are purposely put into our food to make us crave more, want more, that kind of thing, especially with the sodas and chips and snacks and stuff like that. But like I said, if you get a chance to, just make sure that you start doing your research. I know I have, but I can't tell everybody. I mean, I can tell you, but in order for you to want to do that, you'd have to make that change yourself. So like I said, just take heed from this particular conversation. I guess I put it that way. Now I'm going to go on to my next questions. I've been talking like 49 minutes and I haven't even got to my next questions. My next question was about intuition. The question of the day in Live Masters was, do I consider myself to be an intuitive person? And I always have been a very intuitive person since I was a kid, since I've ever known I did not know what intuition was back then. But I can tell you what I felt when I went next to somebody, or I met a certain person, or I was talking to somebody, or I saw somebody in the grocery store, or that kind of thing. I've always been able to feel all those things. Like I said, I had no idea what it was back when I was a kid. I don't know now. I know the word is called intuition, but I just look at it as the way I feel and the energy that I pick up from the person that I'm like I said, talking to, standing next to, walking by, working with, that kind of thing. I've always had a strong sense of whether this person is good for me or not good for me, or whether this person is lying to me, or whether this person is being truthful to me. Like I said, I can always pick up on that, I guess, in person a lot. Online, sometimes I don't really trip off I'm going to say I trip off those kind of things, but I don't really take it too seriously that much online unless I'm really trying to get to know a person and know who they are and that kind of thing. Because sometimes I'm just, of course, like just posting on somebody's post or commenting how you're doing. I still get those feelings, of course, as far as this person may be not telling the truth, or this person is lying about this or that. I mean, I always get that voice that just goes off, and those feelings that just go off just tell me those things. And sometimes I do not follow those voices and those feelings. I guess I put it that way. But every time that I have, they have always been 100% right, actually. I can meet somebody outside talking, walking to the mailbox, or I don't know, anywhere. Because I've done it many a times, walking with a friend of mine or something like that, and we're walking past somebody, or I see somebody, I'm like, oh, he must abuse his wife, or he's done this to her. That kind of, I mean, I've always been able to pick up on things like that. Why, I don't know, but I always have. And like I said, the ones that I've actually gotten to know and that kind of thing afterwards, and I was actually right with those kind of things. I can just sense those kind of things. I'm not sure why and how, but like I said, that's always just been something that's been strong within me, and me knowing. I guess this, I don't know if it goes along with intuition or not, but me being able to tell certain things are going to happen. I guess I put it that way, like in the future, psychic things, those kind of things as well, because I've always been able to do that too. Whether it's through a dream or whether it's through something I'm talking to somebody with, and something all of a sudden I'm like, I had this happen already. So and so is going to do this, and it usually happens already. I guess I put it that way. So like I said, I've had different kinds of experiences, I guess, with intuition and being able to foresee different things and stuff like that as well. I don't know if I ever said that in the video. I'm not even sure, but I guess you know that now, because I'm not even sure I even said that in the video before. And I guess saying I'm foreseeing things, I was with my goddaughter earlier, actually, my 9-year-old goddaughter, Kenya. Back, I guess that was 9 years ago, back up 9 years ago, well, actually, I guess actually 10 years ago, when her mother But she didn't even know she was pregnant, actually. But I don't know what, I think it was a dream I had or something. I don't even remember what it was. But all of a sudden, one day I went over to their house and, of course, talking to her and that kind of thing. We were sitting there, I think, looking at TV, or was it a birthday party or something was going on that day, because I was over at their house, and whatever it was, we were talking and I was letting her know, because all of a sudden it just popped in my head. I'm like, "You're pregnant." She was like, "No, I'm not, and I'm not pregnant," and this kind of thing. And I'm like, "Yes, you are, because you're going to have a baby girl." And she was like, "No, I'm not pregnant at all." And I told her, I was telling her that she was 6 weeks pregnant, actually. And she was like, "No, I'm not anything. I don't have any symptoms. We did this and did that and all this kind of stuff." So maybe like a week later, of course, she's throwing up and sick and all these kind of things going on. And she goes to the doctor and she actually is pregnant, actually. And she is 6 weeks along, actually. So like I said, I've been able to foresee different things like that. I'm not sure how or why, I guess I put it that way. But I have been able to see those kind of things and foresee those things. And like I said, feel different people and situations and stuff like that I've been in. Especially if it's somebody that I know that I've met and I've been over to the house and we've been to events and stuff like that. Because sometimes I don't even go to the events, actually. Because I went, it was actually maybe like a year or so ago. I was invited to a party and that kind of thing. And walking into the door, I just did not feel right being there. I guess I put it that way, which I didn't stay long. It was family and friends and that kind of thing. I didn't stay long. I just didn't feel comfortable being there. So, of course, after like about 30 minutes or so, I left. So, let everybody know I was leaving, that kind of thing. I wasn't trying to be funny, but if I go to somewhere and it just does not feel right to me, I'm not going to be staying there. I guess I put it that way. And I guess I have to tell you all a funny story, actually, with the intuition. I think I put this. I know I put this in the video last year, because Lamar is on here and he was actually with me at the time. We actually went to Creve Coeur Park, actually, like walk around the lake and that kind of thing. And it was after work one day, about 6 o'clock and that kind of thing. And I wasn't listening to my intuition that day. I wanted to listen to whatever Tonetta wanted to do. So I wanted to walk this whole damn lake and see what all this stuff is going on, all this kind of stuff. And something kept telling me to turn back around and just go back to where I came from. And I didn't listen. I just kept walking and that kind of thing. And me and him actually ended up lost as hell on this damn dark ass walkway, or whatever you want to call it, trail. I heard in the county we had no idea where we were. It was pitch black. And y'all know I'm scared and terrified of all these damn cicadas and all this stuff, all this noise. I was pissed off. It was black and dark as hell outside. By the time we even got back to the car, we walked like 4.5 hours, lost. And we had stopped at some restaurant way up under the highway bridge somewhere. I don't know where in the hell it was. I had never even seen the restaurant before a day in my life. And I've always stayed here in St. Louis. But we were actually lost as hell, y'all. I was very upset because I didn't follow my intuition when it said, "Turn your ass back around and go back to the car." I want to go see this, I want to see that, and I want to see where this goes and all this kind of stuff. And that was, one of the most embarrassing things I did last year. I guess I put it that way, because I was so upset too. But like I said, there was a time that I know I did not listen to my intuition. It was telling me to take my ass back to the car, and I just kept on walking, trying to see all this stuff and see what was on this trail. And we ended up lost, like I said, for about 4.5 hours. I had to go to work that next morning. We didn't get home. It was almost 11 o'clock, actually. I was very upset with myself because I didn't follow what my inner voice was telling me to do. I just kept doing whatever I wanted to do. And I've noticed that the times that I've done whatever I wanted to do, it seems like it did not work out right. I guess not every single time, but majority of the time. I can tell you for some reason it just did not work out right, but that's all right. But the last question is about the for Live Masters is, do I share my dreams with others? And actually, I'm going to talk about 2 different kinds of dreams, actually. But as far as the dreams, as far as what I want to do in my life, as far as business and career and that kind of thing, I've done several videos on here about what I want to do. As far as me wanting to be a coach, me wanting to be a speaker, me wanting to be an author. Yes, I have talked about that. I've talked about it on several videos, so no, I'm not afraid to tell anybody my dreams at all. I'll tell people that. A lot of people may be like, "Oh, you ain't gonna never do this," or "How you gonna do this? You don't even know the folks that can help you get to this." So I don't care who can help me do anything. I'm still gonna keep pushing forward with whatever dream I have. I guess I put it that way. And I think the first time I heard this quote, I hope I get it right, but I think Steve Harvey said it. He says you can't tell your big-minded dreams to small-minded people, because they, of course, will not understand where you're coming from and understand your vision. A lot of people do not understand your vision, especially if it's your vision and you see it and you know what's going on and that kind of thing. I've told many of things to many different kinds of people, and some of them are like, "Oh, that's stupid. Why would you want to do something like that?" Or They don't even sound right. Who in the hell cares? Nobody's going to pay you to do this. Just all kind of stuff, I guess I put it that way. So, I mean, like I said, I still do, regardless of what they have told me. I have my own mindset. I know what I want to do. I've never been a weak-minded person that's just going to stop something because somebody's told me it sound dumb to them or because they don't know what the hell I'm talking about or whatever else. I'll still keep on doing whatever it is I'm going to do anyway. I can tell you that. I did my parents the same way. Yes, I did. I mean, I know I was a child, but whatever I had in my mind I was going to do, that's exactly what I did. And I may have got my ass whooped several times, which is fine, but I still did whatever I wanted to do. I put it that way. So that's the only thing I can say about that one as far as when I was a kid. But like I said, as far as my dreams and stuff like that, yes, I will tell people my dreams. I haven't gotten to my dreams fully yet. I guess I put it that way, but I'm on my way. I can tell you that. And like I said, I know nothing's going to stop me. I don't care who, unless somebody kills me or shoot me tomorrow or something. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But I mean, other than that, I'm not going to stop trying to live out my dreams and be the person that I know I can be because of somebody else's small-minded thinking. I guess I put it that way. So like I said, I have no problems with sharing my dreams, what I want to do, that kind of thing. Now, I may not know how I'm going to get there, to complete that dream. Besides the book, I put it that way because I am in the process of still writing the book. And it's taken me a little while. It's my first book, actually, but it's taken me a little while to write this damn book. I didn't realize how much dedication, how much focus I had to have writing something like this. Because I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm a person that likes to get out and do stuff, and I'm all over the place sometimes, want to have fun and want to do this, and I'm just hyper. I'm pretty sure I have ADD, I'm sure. ADHD, whatever the hell it's called, but never been diagnosed, of course, but I'm pretty sure I do have that. I'm pretty sure of that because I cannot sit still for a long time and do things like that. But this book is really making me focus, I guess I can say that, and taking my time to actually sit down, to actually write, and to actually, because I'm already imaginative, creative, and all that kind of stuff already, but just taking my time to actually sit down and do those things, which I have had to do a lot of since I've been writing this book, actually. And like I said, it's my first book, and I'm still writing, I guess I put it that way, because sometimes I've put it to the side and that kind of thing. But like I said, as far as my dreams go, I know that I will never give up on it. If I take 50 years to write the damn book, I'll be an author one day, I tell you that. So that's the only thing I can say about that one. But like I said, as far as my dreams, I will always share my dreams with people. To me, like I said, the people I've shared my dreams with, some may not understand, some may not care, some may not even be able to fathom what I'm even talking about. But for those who do, and for those who I do speak to, talk to, and who may have some other suggestions for me or that kind of thing, or may know somebody that can get me to that place, I have talked to people like that. And I have been talking to people like that. I guess I put it that way as well. You talk to so-and-so's doing this, and so-and-so's doing that, and let me connect you with so-and-so and that kind of thing. And I've been able to talk to different authors and different coaches and different speakers and stuff like that because of things like that. So like I said, I know I'm on my way with that. I guess I put it that way, in the middle of this dream. I guess I say that trying to see how things are going to come to fruition, even though I don't know all the specific steps right now. But I just know that these things are going to take place. I guess I can tell you that. Like I said, I just don't know when, how, all the particulars, but I just know that it will take place as long as I keep pushing towards my goal and making sure that I have all my, I guess, let me see. I guess all the, I don't know, I guess I can't think of the damn word now. I guess all the things that I want to do within that dream, whether it's the book or whether it's being a coach, making sure that I have all the I guess like the specifics on what kind of coach I want to be, how I want to present this and that kind of thing. Yes, I do have that all written down, I guess, my little notebooks, my journal as well, and stuff like that. And the next part of the thing about whether I share my dreams with others, I also wanted to say, I guess, like my sleeping dreams when I'm sleeping. Because I do have a lot of dreams, actually, y'all. And actually, before I get to that, I want to say one more thing. Because I wrote down from the video, I guess, that Mike did. He was talking about my dreams with, I guess, sharing my dreams with others, career, business, and my living and all that kind of stuff. And just speaking about living, last year I actually I've been wanting to relocate for a long time now, I'll put it that way. Since I was like 20 years old, like half my life. And I've always, of course, like I said, talked about it, never actually taken the steps to do anything about it. I guess I put it that way. But I had the first time I visited a city that I actually love was Houston. That was back in December 2016. And since that time, I had went to Houston, Dallas, several cities in Texas. Hell, maybe like 5 or 6, like more, almost 10, well, probably like 5 or 6 times maybe, I guess, trips back and forth and that kind of thing. And I was saying, of course, when I went down there in 2016, stepped off the plane, it just felt like home to me. I was like, I'll be moving here one day, and I'll be doing this, and I'll be doing that, which I told myself that, and I was getting told that. But Of course, I just like, oh, okay, I'm not going to pay attention to those things. Or I don't know if I'm moving to Houston. I just got here like 2 minutes ago and that kind of thing. But of course, I did a video last year talking about me wanting to relocate and possibly where I wanted to go to and what kind of places I want to go see, that kind of thing, or whatever else. And I've also written into my several journals, actually, that I've written in that kind of thing about relocation and stuff like that. And Mike talked about that a little bit in his video as far as living where I want to live to as well, whether I told anybody my dreams about that. And like I said, I have told people, I told everybody, I guess whoever's on Facebook, whoever saw the video that day, I probably have to reshare it now, I guess, for anybody now to see it. But like I said, I was talking about relocating. Actually, it's supposed to be like this September, actually, was like the deadline that I gave myself. But since that time, there's been like a lot of things that was going on, and just life is, I guess life was happening, and different people transitioned out of my life, and different things that was going on that I'm still adjusting to and that kind of thing as well. So it was kind of pushed off, I guess. September hasn't come yet, but it's been, to me, kind of pushed off a little bit. But like I said, in talking on that video and in telling, I guess, the world about my relocation dreams and stuff like that, I actually was approached, I guess, on Facebook here by somebody that I know on here as well, letting me know that if I did want to relocate, they of course, saw my video, heard me talk about my relocation and stuff like that, and let me know that because I've been talking to this person for a year, 2 years maybe, I have never met them in person, but of course, just let me know that if I'm looking to relocate and I want to come to their city, just to let them know, of course, just to let them know they have a bedroom for me. If I wanted to come get a job, move out, of course, that kind of thing, just stay for a little bit until I got my own apartment, that kind of thing, that would be okay. And of course, I'm thinking like to myself, like, oh my God, did this person just say this to me? But like I said, there was an opportunity right there. I guess I can say that. And I'm actually in the middle of this opportunity right now, actually. I'm thinking about where I am going to be doing a trial visit, that kind of thing, to see how I like the town, and of course meet this person, meet their family, and all those kind of things as well. Like I said, that was an opportunity that I did not expect at all, because I know I had been talking about, like I said, still talking about relocation and wanting to go somewhere, and I know all that was fear because I have not taken the steps to do anything. I guess back then, I guess I can say that up until now, I can tell you that because I know that was all fear and me scared to. I know I'm saying that I want to go somewhere or do all these kind of things as far as the relocation part, because I've actually never stayed anywhere else but here in St. Louis, Missouri. So I mean, I visited other places and stayed for like the week I was there or something like that, but I've never actually stayed anywhere else besides the places I stay in now. So I know all these years that it was fear of me holding my own self back from, of course, achieving this dream of mine of relocating to wherever I'm going to be moving to. And like I said, when this person came with just, I guess, with this offer, with this opportunity, I was like, okay, I know I'm scared, still scared, but like I said, I'm going to just, which I have done many times in the past, forget the fear and just do it anyway. I've always done that, and every time I've done that, it's always turned out well, actually. So like I said, that's the opportunity for me right there that I'm going to actually take the person up on and go visit, do a trial visit, and you all will see that, I guess, see that part of the journey as well, because that will be actually very soon, actually, I put it that way. So you all will see part of that journey. Like I said, I know that I've been talking about that a long time as well, relocation especially, since I'm 42, so it was actually over 20 years ago. I was like 18, 19, 20, saying I want to move out of St. Louis and do all this stuff, and I still have not. I've never taken the steps. Like I said, I have looked up stuff as far as like property in other areas when I was down in Texas and that kind of thing, but I have never actually taken the steps to actually start the planning process as far as where I'm going to be moving to, or looking for a job, or looking for apartments and looking up their laws, and whether it's like the car registration, all those kind of things. Like I said, I have started taking those steps, but I haven't really chosen where I'm going to go yet, though, still. But I'm still taking the person up on their offer just to go see if I like it and see how it's going to be, that kind of thing. And since that opportunity came to me from the heavens, because I've been talking about it so long, and the person, of course, is a very good friend of mine and have been seeing the videos and letting me know, of course, that I can come stay if I need to. If I'm looking, because I've been looking to, I guess, just start over. Because here in St. Louis, a lot of stuff has happened. I know I'm going on and on with this video, but that's okay. But a lot of stuff here in St. Louis has happened since I've, of course, been born here. Whether it's losing both my parents and all the stuff that I've seen since I've been here, all the people transitioning in and out of my life, and the different things that I've just been through. So like I said, I'm just going to have to just go ahead and push through that, I guess I put it that way, and actually take the steps to actually want to relocate. Yes, I did talk to a few family members, actually both my aunts yesterday, to, of course, let them know kind of my plan, what I'm looking to do, and what I'm possibly doing. And actually, let me tell you all this, y'all. I think I said this in another video when I was talking about me losing things out of my life. Because this is May, so I guess that's back in early March. I don't know if he's still listening, but me and my partner actually, I guess, parted ways back in early March. And along like that next week, I guess I put it this way, because I know I've been talking about relocating and getting out of this apartment, doing all these things. And then next week or two, actually, the apartment manager sent me a message to let me know that, well, I was asking him, because I know they're building up like a new condo like next door. And I was asking, well, I had sent him a message to ask him about my apartment and what's going on and that kind of thing as well. And he actually let me know that I actually have to move from here, actually. So I was like, oh, shit, okay. So I actually have to move. And that was very unexpected as well. But he didn't give me like an actual month or that kind of thing yet. But he let me know that he's going to be remodeling this entire building. So myself and I think the office downstairs has to move as well. So to me, that was the universe's way of saying, get my ass up and start doing something towards a relocation if that's really what I want to do. So like I said, that came very unexpectedly because I didn't think I was ever going to have, which I know I'm renting an apartment, but I just didn't ever think I was going to have to actually move from here. I put it that way. Well, I knew I was going to have to move at some point, but I mean, not right this second, I guess I'd say that. So like I said, to me, that seemed like that was the universe's nudge to say, get your ass up and start doing something as far as you starting over, starting a new life, and that kind of thing. And like I said, about a week later, after I talked to the apartment manager about me having to leave from here, that's when I guess the friend of mine let me know that if I'm still looking to relocate, that she has a bedroom, that kind of thing. If I'm looking to come down there, or if I wasn't, I guess it was just opportunity. I guess she just wanted to let me know that is available to me if I wanted to. So like I said, with all that taking place and the apartment manager suddenly let me know that I do have to move. It'll be this year, actually. He said sometime like the next several months or by the end of the year, I just have to move from here. So like I said, sometimes it just things happen and I have to be pushed on my path. I guess I put it that way to something different. And like I said, for me, that was the universe's way of just saying you need to get up, get going, start doing something because you either have to leave from here or you have to leave from this apartment anyway. And there's no better time to leave from this apartment and actually go somewhere else and start a new life. So like I said, that's why I'm taking her up on this opportunity. Like I said, no, I've never met her kids. I mean, I see them online and stuff like that. So yes, I am going to go down, do a trial visit and see how things go. And if it works, it works. I guess I put it that way. So like I said, then I'll be moving. I guess I officially say that. So, but like I said, I did tell two of my aunts yesterday, and they were both, of course, they seemed kind of, I guess, very hesitant, which I know they understood what I was saying. I guess I put it that way as far as what I want to do. But then their mind is, you got to be careful with people. You got to do this, which my intuition tells me very, very well. I don't feel this person is going to do anything to me. I guess I put it that way. Like I said, I've never met her. I've talked to her. Yes, I've talked to her, did videos with her, talked to her on the, what is it called, video chat and all those kind of things or whatever. We share stories, talk about our troops and all this kind of stuff. I haven't had any problems with her. I call my sister all the time. Like I said, I haven't had any problems with her at all. But like I said, I know that's my aunts. I know that's them. I know they're from the old school, that kind of thing. And I should go somewhere where there's family or there's my other aunt was saying go to California because, you know, her husband's daughter's out there and all this kind of stuff. And like I told her, I had no plans to go to California. I really didn't care about California, actually. So, but she said she understood what I was saying. And like I told her, I mean, I will take her, like the information that she was giving me, but that doesn't mean I'm going to follow it. I'm not going to follow it anyways. I mean, like I said, I just wanted to let them know what my plans were as far as what I was planning on doing. Regardless of what they were going to say, I was going to do it anyway. It doesn't make a difference. So I'm actually booking my flight and that kind of thing. It should be either tomorrow or Tuesday, actually. So like I said, whether they're saying, no matter what they're saying or no matter if they agree with it or not, I'm still going, I guess, to see how things are going to go. I guess I put it that way. I never know what kind of opportunities this can be. And like I said, as far as me looking up things like with this new, I guess, possible relocation in the city and stuff like that, where it's at, looking up the laws and stuff like that, because of course I bake and I love making cupcakes and decorating cakes and doing all those kind of things. And here in St. Louis, I spoke about this the other day. I do bake and sell my stuff, I put it that way. Somebody loud motorcycle outside, my goodness. But I do bake and sell my items here, which that's illegally, I guess I put it that way. Because for some reason here in St. Louis City and St. Louis County and St. Charles, I believe, we cannot actually bake out of our house and sell. That's against the law here. But the place that I'm actually going to be going to visit, and see how I like it there. You can actually bake out of your home there actually, and sell your items no more than $35,000 a year, I believe is what the law said. I guess with their cottage, it's called cottage food laws. And like I said, I did look that up, and then actually in this state you can do that. I guess I put it that way. So that's actually a plus for me because, like I said, I do want to bake, and I may not be able to have a bakery right this second, but of course, me going to a place where I can actually start advertising the way that I want, start selling my items the way that I want, and start having events the way that I want with like my cakes and cupcakes and being able to provide different things for different folks. I can actually do that there. I just can't do it here. I put it that way. So like I said, with all this stuff going on the last month and a half, with all these transitions with my ex and all those kind of things, and then with the having to leave the apartment and all this kind of stuff, like I said, it seems to me it's just my time to go. I guess I put it that way. So with that being said, like I said, I've been telling my dreams to others all the time, so I'm just going to keep telling my dreams. I guess I put it that way. Because like I said, I never know who may come into my life, who may come in and step into my life. I put it that way, with an opportunity or with the, I guess with the opportunity for me. So like I said, all these things have been unexpected in the last month and a half, and I'm taking all these opportunities. I'm going to run with them. I guess I put it that way. So no matter how I may look or how I may sound to others and that kind of thing, what matters is how I feel about it and what I'm trying to do. I guess I put it that way, which I've said since last year was to start over and restart my life and start somewhere fresh and somewhere new. So like I said, with all these different changes and all these things, I'm sure divinely got it that's going on right now. I'm pretty sure that is part of the plan. I guess I put it that way as well. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get my butt off here because I've been talking for at least an hour, I think now. And I just want to thank all of you all. Shoot, let me see. I don't know. Let me see, because I didn't thank anybody yet for tuning in. Sharitha, thank you for tuning in. Andrew, Lourdes, Shalemel, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, bae. And I can't pronounce some of your names. I'm hoping I'm getting these right. Excuse me if I don't. And it's Nenga, I think is the other name as well. Kelsey Waters, Corey, Lamar, Angelita, Bob, Trina, Elijah. And I'll reply to your comments later on this evening as well. Gigi, trying to see if there's anybody else. Angela, thank you all for tuning in to my live. And for those who catch the replay, do enjoy. I know it was long, but just bear with it. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, I will definitely reply to your comments. I'll start as soon as I get off this live here. So everybody, I love you all. Thank you all for tuning in this evening. And I definitely appreciate that. And if you all don't know, just to let you all know, I did start a YouTube channel as well. And it's up under my name, Tonetta Clay, and I'll post a link probably later on this week. Again, for you all to, of course, go check it out and subscribe and all those kind of things as well. And this video at some point is going to be on that site as well too. So, but like I said, for those who watched the replay, I want to thank you all in advance for watching. And I love you all, and everybody have a great night.